For the very latest news from Thailand, this is the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. If you could like and subscribe, well, that would be amazing. Thank you so much. Thailand's Public Health Minister has moved the controversial Cannabis inquiry onto its second phase this week, with plans to reclassify marijuana use for pleasure, along with those parts of the plant which are more potent, to the list of Type 5 narcotic drugs. Time has been spent in surveying some 100,000 people for opinion. With those folk coming from all walks of life, reports indicate that 4/5 are in favour of the reclassification, while supporting the continued use for medical and health reasons, which will continue. The survey appears to be another nail in the coffin for ganja shops and street dealers, who to date appear to trade with abandon. Senate elections in Thailand ended yesterday morning, seeing the required 200 names approved for the second house, and the list of 100 who, whilst not winning a seat, will remain as potential replacements for any who vacate their positions for any reason. Several surprise non-wins for people expected to make it into the House, and the leader has yet to be chosen. The Senate here votes on law changes and matters of constitution, but the new House will not have a vote on who becomes the Prime Minister in the future, a feature which in the past has had major effect on leadership. In Trat Province, to the south of Pattaya, locals have complained of a foreign man who oversees a resort there and, according to neighbours, encouraged several rather vicious dogs to attack locals passing the resort on the beachfront. One 60-year-old has gone public claiming that he was threatened and had the dogs set on him as he cycled by, and others state that the dogs are allowed to run free without control. Thai media has quickly picked up on the reports, and many people are comparing it to the Swiss man who kicked a Thai lady as she sat earlier this year on a public beach adjacent to his home. In Trat, though, after the dog attack, the local man claims that the foreigner told him never to use the beach again, pushed him several times and knocked him over. According to reports, local cops questioned the Italian, who it said confessed and paid a fine of just 1,000 baht, ensuring a speedy release. This as others come forward with complaints, including a local 78-year-old scavenger who told that she'd been attacked as she collected waste for resale and that she'd been given 200 baht to go away and not make a fuss. This story is likely to get bigger over coming days. Meanwhile at home, a welcome face appears back in local social media reports this week as Itipon Kun Plum, former Pattaya Mayor and Government Minister, was elected as President of the Windsurfing Association of Thailand for the 8th year. The voting, which was unanimous, brought a smile to the genial face of the ex-mayor, who during his tenure oversaw the fast growth of the city and headed up the modernisation of the region, as Pattaya moved from a city of lesser repute to one which is regularly busy with families of visitors. The Windsurfing Association has several high-profile people on its committee and represents clubs from around the nation. In Lam Chabang, the karaoke bars were quieter last night after a raid by police saw 17 Lao women, along with their local employers, arrested for working in bars and eateries. It seems that they'd all settled in nicely without visas in the Sirachan nighttime areas. Locals reported them, and all were handed over to immigration police for deportation. A gang of loan sharks accused of forcing a 22-year-old woman into body selling to repay a debt that she had co-signed for a friend has been hauled in for questioning by police after the story went viral. The woman had made the mistake of co-signing a loan for an erstwhile friend, and with them absconding, the collectors came to her with menaces, demanding several large amounts of money and directing her to work the streets, which she did. Police and immigration officials have caught a Chinese woman wanted in her own country for operating a Ponzi scheme which saw wannabe investors in a crypto program lose 150 million baht. The 24-year-old had sneaked in across the borders near Chiang Rai and was here illegally. Nabbed in her Pattaya condo, an international link provided matching fingerprints, and she'll be assisted in her return to her home country very soon. A busy weekend coming up with a wealth of events and special offers. Meghan takes over the news from 6 this evening. Well worth a watch as she regularly reviews upcoming events of interest and fun for all. And with the Met Office promising highs for today and over the weekend of around 31 degrees dropping down to 28, 3 overcast days ahead with the promise of rain. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin, or program. Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.